What's up? I'm Dame the Gambling God, the magician. I turned 20s into 100s. You already know. You follow me, I'm show you how to rob it, just so you know, without a gun. So this week episode of the podcast is gonna be a little different. We're not gonna do a podcast this week, but I want to show you guys where I come from, the street that I was born on. You're gonna see the high school I went to. You're gonna meet people that know me from when I was like 12, 13. And I want you to just enjoy, you know, what's going on. This is where I came from. And it's gonna be my first time watching it, like it's gonna be your first time watching it. So I'm curious to see what it's gonna look like and how it turned out. So let's watch it together.
We're in the fly, baby. This is where it all come from. S-Fly, Sandfly. It's the hood. Yeah. What's happening, baby? Good?
Everything good, man.
Yeah, everything Fly. That's my hood right here. This is how I get the name S-Fly. I'm from a neighborhood called Sandfly, Georgia. So I just shortened it to S-Fly just to rep my hood. So my whole family live on this whole street, whole block. How I grew up, we didn't put no keys in the cars. I mean, we didn't lock no doors. The keys is in every car. So there's no such thing as my car and your car. Ain't no such thing as my car and your car. Whatever you jump in is what you jump in that day. Just put some gas in it. That's it. Shoes was till I turned about 5 or 6. We never wore no shoes or nothing. We always barefoot. Real country boys. We used to jump off of this and dive across. We didn't have the luxury of going to no pool. This is where we used to swim at right here. Salt water, Sandfly, Pinpoint. So Pinpoint, I'm gonna take you there too. That's like our sister neighborhood. We all family. And so when we got indicted, the name of the indictment was Sandfly Pinpoint. And it's crazy because it wasn't always many of us, but we held strong though. Everybody in the city already knew. The boy from the Fly and the Point, you fuck with one, you gotta fuck with them all. Used to come out as motherfuckers and shoot these niggas out, Jay. Young nigga pulling that motherfucker up from the sideline. I know you got a few dollars on you. Put on.
Boy, you know I've been
Hey,
asking
that's my main man Jay right there.
Yeah, you know I've been asking about you.
Yeah?
And they say you been home for pull over here.
Yeah, I got you.
And they say you was home for Thanksgiving.
That's one of the dudes who taught me how to gamble right there.
Yeah. I thought this little nigga. That little nigga loved to gamble for him to be like that.
How old was I in the gamble house?
When he was coming up, he was 14, 15, I guess. I can't quite remember. Like he loved to gamble. You know, when Stick was going to Savannah State and getting money. Like he seemed to have book sense and street sense. Yeah.
It's the federal courthouse where I got sentenced at 1998. They're redoing it so they can send 1,000 more people back to prison. That's crazy, dog. This building was like the Castle of Grayskull. That's what we used to call it. So yeah, so this right here, this the federal building. This is the back of it. So this is what they used to bring us through. Well, watch out. This is what they used to bring us through right here. When you come in the van, they bring you through here. They'll bring you through here and they'll usher you all the way through. So everybody, this spot was known in Savannah for when it used to be indictments, the news would be sitting right here and they'll have the van pulling up and then they'll have everybody come out the van shackled. Wrists, waist, feet. I'm gonna see if I can pull up that old footage, but yeah, this is Castle of Grayskull right here. They gave out 1 million years to a lot of people here. A lot of people. For years, I didn't want to come back. I never wanted to see this place. That's crazy. It's bringing back so many memories. Boy, it's crazy. So I got to take you by the house. It's called Oak Forest. Neighborhood called Oak Forest is right next to the Savannah State campus. And when I was going to college, I was selling weed while I was there, and with my partners, Bug and G. So the house that we used to hang out at, the day before the feds came and picked me up, which was August 19th, August 18th, they came and kicked the door in, not knowing I was there. They got a tip that somebody was selling weed out of that apartment. So they kicked the door in, laid us down, me, Bug, his nephew, and it was 2 chicks in there, because school was about to start, so we was registering for school. I remember it was dry, wasn't no weed around. I had money to buy some weed, but couldn't find none. So I had like $100,000 in my softball duffel bag. They came and kicked the door in, laid us down, searched the house, didn't find anything. So the head guy, CNT, I can't think of his name, he came and saw me and called me by name. He was like, "Tory, what the hell you doing here?" I looked up at him. He told the dude, "No, go get the dogs, come back in here. If he here, something in here." They tear the house up, still didn't find nothing. They found like a scale, some little residue, some little bullshit. So then they couldn't arrest me because the reason he knew me was because he knew I was on indictment. The very next day, the feds was coming to pick me up. And he was gonna be in on that raid, so he already knew, what the fuck he doing in here? But these little weed dudes, they had me on some, on some other charges. So they came and searched the house. Didn't find shit. But I had $100,000 in the duffel bag in my partner's trunk. His car was parked out front. So they go open the trunk, search the back, find $100,000. And he was like, "Yeah, I knew something. If he over here, something going on." So they couldn't arrest me. So they kept us in the house like 2-3 hours, cuffed and shit like that. So when I come out the house, there's some real shit. I walk out the apartment, walking down the street. You know everybody, when shit happen, all the neighbors, everybody outside. So as I'm walking down the street, I hear, psst, what the fuck? Yo, Stick. I'm like, it was my uncle's. It's like, so I go jump in, they was in the van, I go jump in the van. So like, "Boy, you good?" I'm like, yeah, I'm good, whatever. I said, "Man, that shit was funny." They came in there, the dude knew me by first name, like, that shit was crazy, like, and I told him what happened. I said, "Man, we need to clean up, because shit ain't something just don't sit right with this." By the way, that's the high school I went to, Jenkins High School. That shit looked totally different now when we went. So, when I got in the van, I seen all type of assault rifles, guns, masks. I'm like, "What the fuck is y'all doing with all this shit?" They said 5 more minutes, we was coming to get you. I'm like, "What?" 5 more minutes, they're about to come kick the door in and come snatch me up out of that motherfucker. That's how crazy these motherfuckers was. It was this. Man, I ain't been back here. Let's get up. This happened August 18, 1998. I haven't been back here since then. That's crazy. They had cars everywhere. That was almost 25 years. I ain't been back since. So when I tell you, when I walked out of here, I was walking toward that way. So Uncle was sitting in the cut over there. They're like, "Yo." So that's when I go running through the cut.
We outside casing the folks with the goddamn guns and choppers and the ski masks, about to bust in and go get it. He don't know nothing about that. We told him about that shit later on. Me and one of our brothers. And that's just how much we love him, man. We weren't gonna let him go down like that, you know what I'm saying, without a fight. You know what I'm saying?
That's how we knew it was fishy that night. I told him, when I told him the whole story, I said, "Man, this don't sit right." Dude he knew my first name. And then, in Savannah, small town, they lock you up for anything. A seed, they gonna lock you up. So I said, that wasn't right. They just let me go, that wasn't right. They knew they was coming to get us the next day, so we cleaning everything out, just being precautious. And the very next morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, they came and picked everybody up picked us on a federal indictment. They picked up 28 people. Put 14 in the state and 14 in the feds. That shit was crazy. But had they not kicked that door in that night, they would have caught us slipping. But because I said, nah, something ain't right, we got everything. And when they came to kick the door the next day, they didn't find no work, no money, no nothing, and no house. They found like a little shit here and there, but they didn't really find nothing.
I remember when he wrote one time, and he said, "Man, I'm studying the stock market. Man, I'm learning to do the stocks. I'm learning this math on this." And I always called him fingers, called him numbers. Why? He used to roll the dice back in the day. To go a bad something. I used to be scared for him because he go in the dice game and beat them boys so bad. I just say, "Boy, I got to stand here and watch because I know they gonna want to do something to him in a minute." Yeah, he used to tear that city up. Go in there, all that city, tear him up. Tear him up. You know what I say? Tear him up.
Been a gambler. You know, ever since we were playing CeeLo in them hotels, you know what I'm saying, throwing that thing on the floor. Guess what he always say? I got the bank. Cover it up, don't even know what might be in that hat. I got the bank. When our hat lift up, woo! Stick now late the part. Can't say no more. He a winner. That's all it is. We were born a winner.
When Stick come home and he's learned the stock market, this is what we needed to teach our young men. That there were other alternatives to our survival mechanism that we learned as teens. See, we just learned the survival mechanism. We was family, but we wasn't no drug family. See, wasn't no drug family. We was family, but we had to learn alternative ways to survive. So now we come out with educated minds and we start to teach these youth, and the brothers show examples of what you could do outside of the streets. And I know a lot of people see that happen, and you know you gotta give them praise, bruh. You went and took the stock market, you took it to the next level, you took the thing what they took in prison, running tickets and numbers, and you turned it into a legitimate business. Now that's alchemy in my book. See, alchemy is learning to turn lead to gold, a dead state to life. See, so you took a state in prison where we learned the numbers and all of the sports things, and you brought it out here and you turned it into a legitimized business. Now that's a mastermind. You got to, so that means you didn't stay stuck in the hole. See, some of us, wherever we started at, they can't go no further. A lot of jokers come out of prison, their vision can't go no further than where they left. So when you see a brother extend himself past that, you don't hate on him, give him love and respect, because you want the rest of the youth to do the same thing.
We love him, and we behind him 100%. And the city behind him 100%. Good or bad. And we don't do not respect people, and we do want people to respect us. Thank you.
Magician, I turn 20s into 100s, round a casino with my eyes closed, watch the money, keep it coming. That's right, keep it coming. Right. Don't tempt me coming with nonsense. Even though I made it out, still empty one of these objects. Buying houses, living rent-free, that's one of the concepts. Pulling up in Bentleys in front of the projects. Cocaine white, had crack under my cuticles. My car give me flashbacks of what I used to do. Richard Millie's a trophy, is on your checklist. Till you smarten up and realize that's an investment. I can't move it if the coke is bad. Bigger the Cuban that symbolize how much dope you had. It's for my niggas that did bids, but they came back up. Pulling up in Cullinans and Maybach trucks. And I'ma bet it all and bet it twice. That's just what happened when you live in the better's life.
Nothing is